Well, hello, everybody. This is not your average a bunch of baloney podcast. I am here with the one and only Mike Kara, and I gotta say, it is an absolute honor to be here with you, Mike Kara.
Well, Mike, wait, you wanted me to answer? Okay.
You can say Mike Kara here.
Mike Kara here.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, well, thanks so much, Isaac, for having me on the show. And usually I'm doing the podcast. So now someone's asking me questions here, apparently.
Absolutely. Is this your first podcast that you're doing that's not yours?
I think pretty much it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 15 years. Wow.
Yeah, Mike's been doing this for 15 years, guys. Isn't that crazy? How did you
Yeah.
How did you discover TikTok? Because you got about 400,000 followers on TikTok right now. How did you discover TikTok?
Well, basically, like I mentioned, Isaac, I have a podcast and, I have a media company. And I was thinking, well, I need more social media. I need something, more, visual. So I decided to check this TikTok out and have the opportunity to kind of promote myself and kind of do funny voices and do different characters and, just kind of show more of, what Mike Care is all about.
And you sure have been showing the world what Mike Care really is about. I mean, you've got people asking for your input on a lot of things. Like, I know one video was like, man, this is really good. I wonder what Mike Kara thinks about it, and then it cuts to you saying Mike Kara here, and I just think that's just hilarious. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's interesting, Isaac, how it started. It starts just with one, and at that point, you kind of dictate what's going to happen. And you could just ignore it, and then the trend kind of ends. But I said, this is neat. Yeah, I like this interaction, and I've always been doing TikTok for almost a year. I've always been trying to be very interactive and visit other people's pages and things like that.
That's awesome. Oh man, I still can't believe when I posted that TikTok last week for last week's podcast. I mentioned you, and when I saw you replied and followed me back on TikTok, I could not believe it. Like, my mind was blown. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to do it, Isaac. And I don't know exactly what happened here. Like I said, originally this was just something kind of be in the background. Kind of the whole idea was to make people laugh, make them smile. And this wasn't necessarily my intent, but I love everyone supporting me, and I love all the love. I just, like you and everyone, I'm very humbled by this, and sometime I need to make another video saying that. And I just appreciate all the love and support. And I don't know exactly how it happened, but when I look at everything and I see all the Mike Cara fan clubs, and I see all the people are making video game characters of me, they're making stickers of me. And it just seems like the more I open my mouth, the more popular I get, the more people love me, and I love them. I don't know what it is, and I just appreciate this. This is great.
Absolutely, Mike. I think you're just such an awesome guy too, and I'm glad everyone supports you and your content, because you deserve it all, man. Because you are such a nice and sweet guy. Like, earlier, we were having technical difficulties, a lot of technical difficulties, and I thought, oh my gosh, what of all times, why right now when I'm gonna interview Mike? And you stayed patient with me, and you stuck with me, and and I'm just so thankful for that.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And I think that really is part of it. That's how I always have tried to be, is that, that's how I was raised, especially in my, upbringing in my home, was always try to be a nice guy. And, like I said, I'm probably one of the most interactive people, because, you've got other TikTokers, but I'm not your typical one that I'm, in a big mansion made of gold on a hill somewhere, I appreciate, and I'm not saying that these other people don't. I'm just saying that for me, it's just so neat, and that's why I do it, and that's why I continue to do it, like you, Isaac, and everyone just showing the love, and that what keeps me motivated.
Absolutely, and you deserve, like I said, you deserve all of the love. I noticed a few days ago you made a TikTok where somebody asked you about your favorite professional wrestler, and you said it was
Hulk Hogan, brother. That's right, brother.
You know it, brother. Ooh, yeah.
Brother.
Oh, I said, ooh, yeah, that's Macho Man. What am I doing? What am I doing? But Macho Man was pretty cool, too, wasn't he?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, Macho Man.
The Macho Man, brother.
Yeah.
You know it, man.
All those guys, Junkyard Dog, and like I said, Isaac, I may have mentioned one of my TikToks that I'm now watching old SummerSlam. So I think yesterday I was watching 1994, and sometimes I make videos about doing that. So yeah, I saw all those, but I like to watch them again.
Yeah, sometimes I like to go back and watch like the Royal Rumble because I absolutely love the Royal Rumble. I think the idea of it is just awesome where 30 guys are just one comes out one by one after like a minute and a half, I think, and then they all just wait it out, and then the winner at the end gets a main event at WrestleMania. I think that's just awesome. And there's been a lot of great Royal Rumbles over the years, and there's been a lot of crappy ones too. And I still think they're fun to watch. It's fun to see because you never know who's going to come out next.
Yeah, that's the fun of it, and I think there's some strategy there sometimes when they have those older wrestlers and special guests, and you go, wow, that guy, and there's a lot of emotion, a lot of fun when you watch those old wrestling shows. Yeah,
absolutely. I think a good example of that would be back in like 2020 when Edge returned in the Royal Rumble after being gone for so long. I lost my mind. I'm like, oh my god, Edge is fighting. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I remember. I actually remember Edge when he first came into the WWF at the time. So yeah, I've been watching for 36 years, and it's been quite a journey. I almost went to WrestleMania too, but that's when I first started getting into wrestling, and I just wasn't, I didn't get the motivation to bug my dad enough to go to WrestleMania too. That was in Chicago, yeah.
That's
one
crazy.
of them.
That's crazy. Oh man, I gotta ask you, where did you learn those legendary dance moves that you always love to show us on your TikTok? Where'd you learn those dance moves, Mike? What are you hiding from us, Mike?
Well, I wish I could say that there's some, interesting story, but no, I'm all self-taught. And like I said, the whole fun was that I was never, meant to be, serious dancing but it's just something fun just to make you smile. I know sometimes it makes me kind of smile, but see, I'm limited. If you watch those videos, I'm kind of limited into what moves I can make. So, I can't, for all five of me there, the clones there, I can't be jumping all over the place,
Yeah, I gotcha. But, I mean, it's just, you literally respond to everyone's, like, song requests, and I think that's just absolutely amazing. And you when you dance to them, you make them all work. Like, my favorite was when you did Ocean Man from the SpongeBob movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
I mean,
oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I just try to feel the music and feel the rhythm, and just whatever it takes me, I go. Apparently,
absolutely. What is your favorite kind of music? I never asked you that. What kind of music is your liking, basically?
Well, I'm 48 years old. I grew up in the 80s, so really my favorite music is, music in the mid 80s, classic rock. So a lot of bands like Duran Duran and all those bands, and of course Michael Jackson, Madonna. I don't know if you've heard of a band called Men Without Hats, but they had a safety dance song there, and I used to always listen to the Men Without Hats. I had the cassettes, and
Hmm.
so a lot of, but like I said, growing up, especially with a dad that was, grew up in the '60s, we heard, I heard all sorts of music. So I like music for the '60s, '70s, and '80s. And you probably notice, Isaac, I dance to some music that you probably figure that is not my cup of tea, we'll put it.
Hmm.
And it's true, but I didn't want to say, hey, somebody asked me to dance to Kanye. I think it's kind of fun.
It is fun, and it's something new. It's stepping out of your like comfort zone when it comes to music
Yeah.
because you wouldn't typically find yourself listening to that kind of music, let alone dance to that kind of music. But here you are
Right.
dancing to it, and it's all just to make the people happy and have a fun time. And that's why I think you're an awesome guy, Mike. It's because you think about the people. You're a good people guy.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess that really was it. It was more than just obviously that the algorithm went cuckoo bananas, and now I'm everywhere. Like you said, I guess there's just something about me, and I appreciate that so much that people think that way.
Oh, absolutely, Mike. You are loved by many. I will say,
Uh,
absolutely. And
yeah.
I just, I still like find it hard to believe I'm here talking to you right now. It's just awesome.
Well, yeah, I'm happy to do it. Yeah, something a little different, and yeah, I enjoy talking.
Absolutely. And this is the very first episode of the Isuck podcast. So, I like thought to myself, I'm like, okay, I gotta have somebody crazy. I gotta dig deep for this one, and I gotta find an awesome guest to have. And you know, it's funny because I originally were asked my friends that they have YouTube channels as well, and
Right.
they're just super busy, and so I was like, okay, well, I'll get them on eventually, but I gotta find somebody for this first episode because I'm excited and I'm ready to get into it. And so that's when it hit me when we were watching your videos last week for a bunch of baloney. I was like, okay, Mike Harris coming up. Maybe if we do a highlight and put it on my TikTok page and we mention Mike Harris, he'll see it and he'll respond to it and hopefully he says yes, fingers crossed. And thank God he did, and now here we are. And I just think that's just funny. It's a funny story. The way I
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm happy to do it, Isaac. But yeah, like I mentioned, I'm 48 years old and figuring all this TikTok stuff. I think I figured it out with like the mentions, the section you go, and that's where people tag you. I think it's called, and
yeah,
I get to see all that. I'm glad I really figured this out because it lets me be more interactive.
absolutely. And you know, I gotta ask, how does it feel to get all those notifications? Is it a hassle sometimes to respond to all of those? Because I know you get a lot per day.
Oh well, I mean, it's difficult because I feel kind of bad. Yes, there's a lot that goes into it, but I wish I could get to all of them. But I'm trying to put them into categories, and but the hardest part about these things is people say Mike stitched his duet this, then they have their duets and stitches turned off. So
Hmm.
then I say, well, I'm going to get back to them. So when I get back to them, then they've removed the video. So sometimes I feel bad, but I see it. I mean, I don't see everything, but I mean, I try to see most things, and
Hmm.
some things that I see don't necessarily fit in with more of the family, like kind of the G, nature of what I'm doing. Some are more NC-17, so
Yeah.
I can't always do those.
Yeah, I
If
gotcha.
I want to keep that consistent.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm sure you've gotten mentioned in a lot of interesting videos that you're like, okay, maybe that's not a good one to do.
Yeah, and I know I could tell. Like I said, I got mentioned. There's even girls or women that have Mike Cara fan sites, and I had made a comment. I think I says, "Where were you in 1995?" You know. I mean, I just it's just interesting, that people want to actually have interest in someone that's probably older than their own father. So it's interesting.
And that is crazy. You know, it's it's crazy what TikTok can do because I discovered you on my for you page one day, and all of a sudden I see a guy saying Mike Cara here, and I thought, okay, that is probably one of the catchiest catchphrases I've ever heard in my life. Mike Cara here, and that's actually your actual name too, which makes it even better. And it all just
Yeah,
the phrase just works in your videos. It's catchy. You got a catchy thing going for you, Mike.
yeah. So Isaac, since it's your first show, then would you like to know? Well, not that there's that much story behind that, but would you like to know how I got that? There's not too much to it. Mike Cara here.
Oh, absolutely. Tell me all about it. Oh my goodness,
Well, there's
yes.
not really too much to it. See, when I started TikTok, Isaac, what happened was I would do a lot of characters, and I think you've seen. I said, Cream Puff the cat has made a few appearances. Yeah, Mike Cara taking away all my thunder. Yeah, don't get any more of the girls. Yeah, so
Oh yeah. There you
I would
go.
do things like that. And, of course, there was Rico Del Monte. He hasn't made an appearance very often, and we got to get him back there, with his brother in law, Elmer. So basically, what I would do is I would say, Cream Puff the cat here, Rico Del Monte here, the Larch here. The Loach. I don't think you elf brought the Loach back too. But
Hmm.
anyways, there was all these characters that would introduce themselves. So when I started, like you said, it was catchy. Mike Cara here was myself. So that's basically how it all started. And once it caught on, I says, I'm not giving that up ever.
Oh yeah. It's super catchy too, and I catch myself saying that throughout the day. I'm like, Mike Cara here to my friends, and they're like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, you guys don't know Mike Cara?" And then that's when I start to show them your videos. I'm like, "How in the world can you not know who Mike Cara is? Like, this guy is amazing. You have to know who Mike Cara is."
Yeah, yeah, I hear that a lot, and yeah, everyone wants me to do the different greetings for them. I've even had someone want me to propose for them, and
Oh my
I
goodness.
tend to have a little fun. I don't know if you saw the one where I was saying like Jennifer, Chris, wants to spend the rest of his life with you. Chris loves you. I sometimes have a little fun with them there.
And absolutely, and when you have like the platform you have, you get to be. Oh my gosh, I just stuttered my life away there. You're able to answer people's requests. Like you have Cameo, right?
Yeah, I do have cameos, so that's a way, and I try to stay on top of those. I haven't missed one yet, so yeah, if someone wants to get one from Cameo, that they'll probably get it pretty quick.
Absolutely, and it just it's isn't it just fun to be able to like they ask you to say something and you're like, okay, I'm gonna have a lot of fun doing this, and isn't that just a fun thing to do?
Yeah, it really is. Just to be able to to say something fun to make someone's day, and I really enjoy it.
Oh my gosh. I gotta pay for a cameo, or maybe I don't even need to. Maybe I could get one right now. Maybe a subscribe to Isuck because here, I got to tell you a funny story, Mike. So I don't know if you know who White Claw Gabe is. You know who White Claw Gabe is?
Um, not sure.
Well, he does funny TikToks, and
Okay,
and he has Cameo as well.
right.
And I asked him to do a cameo and say subscribe to Isuck, because that's my channel name, Isuck, because you know
Right.
Isaac sounds like I suck. Anyway, so I tell him subscribe to Isuck, and I'm pretty sure he got the feeling that I was trying to prank him, like saying that he sucks, but in reality, that's actually my channel name. So I got the cameo I got was subscribe to Isuck, and that's kind of become a meme on my channel. Like all my friends were like, subscribe to Isuck, baby, and I'm just like, I can't believe that this is a meme now. But do you think Mike Cara, the Mike Cara, could hit me with a subscribe to Isuck, baby?
Okay, subscribe to Isuck, baby. Okay, we'll give this a go here.
Alrighty, I can't
Mike,
wait. Oh my gosh. Oh my
okay,
gosh. All right, here we go. Here we
okay.
go.
Mike Carey here, and subscribe to Isuck, baby.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Mike. Thank you so much for that. That was amazing.
Sure.
Oh my gosh. I can't get enough. When I hear you say Mike Cara here, it just warms my heart. Cuz
Well,
it's one of those things where
yeah,
it's like, you're having a bad day. Sometimes you'll have bad days.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And whenever I do, I look at the people I enjoy watching, and you're one of those people. And when I hear Mike Cara here, I'm just like, okay, this is awesome. This makes me feel good. And that's why I appreciate people like you for doing the things you do, just trying to make people. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you heard that loud truck outside. Uh, the way you just make people happy with the content you make, it's just there's really nothing better than that. And I just gotta say, I appreciate you, Mike Cara.
Well, thank you very much, Isaac. Yeah, and that's what I try to do, and I like I said, I appreciate every day. When I get all these, sometimes people will even tag me and just say, "Hey, Mike Cara, have a nice day," or and I appreciate that too.
Absolutely. And that just there's nothing better than that. I feel like I'm saying a lot. There's nothing better than that, but there really is just nothing better than that.
Yeah,
All the positive comments simply just saying have a good day. You never know what a simple have a good day could do for somebody.
right. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, what something like that could do, or a song or a dance, or yeah, just yeah. And I'm happy to do it.
Absolutely. Okay, I got to ask Mike. What are your favorite things to do on your free time? That's a question I've been meaning to ask you.
Well, like I mentioned, yeah, I like to enjoy watching wrestling. I did, and I hope to get back to going to theme parks. Not just Disney, but Universal and SeaWorld. I haven't been SeaWorld for a long time, and I was into coin collecting and somewhat stamp collecting, and different things, and going to beer festivals, craft beer.
Ah,
That's another thing I do. I know my audience is varied, and but yeah, sometimes I do segments there, and I don't know if you saw it, Isaac, but I did one at a beer festival where there was a giant inflatable beer, and it shows. That was actually I stitched my own video, and I say Mike Carey here, and a beer that size. Maybe I only need one, and I did that, and yeah, so things like that, are fun. Sometimes I even find new things to do.
that's awesome. We got to go to Beer Fest sometime. I gotta come up there and visit you, and we could go to Beer Fest sometime. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. that would be great. And like I said, it's like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to, just drink, all this beer and try all these samples. But
Yeah,
sometimes it's fun, and yeah, it's fun because I go there and I do the videos, and I actually stitch my own video that I take.
that's funny. That is awesome. So yeah, I just turned 21 years old, so I'm the legal
Oh,
age now.
okay.
So yeah, so yeah, I think it'd be fun to do something like that. I've never been to a beer fest specifically. What's that? Is that fun? Like, is it fun interacting with people there? I would assume, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of the brewers there because I've done segments on the shows. I mean, on my show, and basically they have different craft breweries there, and it's like, well, it could be from $40 to $70, and then they give you a little cup, and then you just, as much as you want, you just go from tent to tent with the different craft breweries. So I think it is a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I gotta ask, what is your go-to beer? What's the best beer out there? What is the Mike Cara beer?
Well, I'm going to say, as far as more of a commercial craft beer, Blue Moon, that's the beer that I kind of drawn to there, the Belgian white. But like I said, sometimes you have to take what you can get, and you probably know, Isaac, with these family gatherings, you have the mystery keg, and no one knows what it contains, and you just have to take it. It's probably Bud Light or Miller Light or something. But yeah, but for me, I kind of like Blue Moon, and here in Orlando we have Orlando Brewing, and we have Dead Lizard. I don't know if you've seen, Isaac. I've done some shows from segments from Dead Lizard. So basically, Blue Moon probably more of a commercial beer that I go for.
I'd say, I'd say my go-to is Bud Light, and a lot of people question me for that. Like they don't think Bud Light tastes good, but I think it's pretty good. You know, I
Yeah,
I don't think it's
it's
terrible.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Okay. I mean, I'll definitely drink it. I mean, if you're gonna go to like a Fourth of July celebration somewhere, especially where I was growing up in the Chicagoland area, that's pretty much what you're gonna get, and it's kind of fun to on the Fourth of July to drink kind of lukewarm Bud Light. Sometimes you take what you can get.
Absolutely, and this Fourth of July will be my first Fourth of July as a legal as with the legal drinking age. So I'm pretty
Oh
excited to
yeah,
see what I get into. I hope I remember the Fourth of July. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, we all kind of remember that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So we talked about wrestling earlier. What is your favorite match of all time? I know that's you've been watching for years, so this is probably a difficult question, or maybe it's not. What is your favorite match of all time?
Let's see. Well, I'm going to say WrestleMania 3, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, because, I was around then. And in those days, I mean, we all know, it's sports entertainment, but, in those days, whether it was or not, we were, like on every move, we were like holding on. And it was just amazing to see that match and to see what finally happened. So I think that the one with Hulk Hogan and King Kong Bundy, that was WrestleMania 2, was good. But yeah, I'm trying to think of matches, recently. This past WrestleMania, they had Bobby Lashley versus Omos. I don't know if how familiar you are with current wrestling, but that was a very interesting match because he actually, this Omos is like 7'4", like 400 pounds, and Bobby Lashley somehow beat him. So I mean, it's just kind of that, surprises and twists and turns there.
Yeah, and I still do. I watch WWE and I watch AEW quite a bit.
Yeah,
I kind of get Monday Night Wars vibes with WWE and AEW because you got WWE that's been on the top for years, and then you have this
right.
rival brand that comes out, and they've got all these guys, most guys that have come from WWE to AEW, and it kind of just gives you Monday Night Wars vibes. And we all know, all of us professional wrestling fans know how that changed the way we look at wrestling. That was the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah, I remember all that. Yeah.
I gotta say, I think my favorite match of all time. It's kind of it's a random one, but one that I was like, oh my god, a lot was Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura at NXT Takeover Dallas. I don't know if you saw that one, but that match was probably one of my favorite matches to watch.
Oh, I have to check that one out. But yeah, it's great that there is so many matches and everyone's got their favorite.
Yeah, I know, and it's fun to hear. It's fun to hear people's picks for their favorite matches, and you say Hulk versus Andre. The classic where Hulk Hogan body slams
Yeah,
this mountain of a man, Andre the Giant. What were your thoughts when that happened?
I really couldn't even believe it. It was like 5 seconds later, and it's like, did Hulk Hogan just slam him? I mean, it almost went into like a different dimension. Yeah, it was just something else there.
It felt like time just stopped. You're like,
Yeah, exactly. There
yeah.
we go. Yeah,
You're like, oh my god, I cannot believe that this just happened. I can't believe it.
yeah,
That's
right.
unbelievable. And
Yeah,
they're still showing that today. I mean, it was a very iconic moment that I think they're going to be showing for centuries and centuries to come.
yeah. Let's keep on showing it. And yeah, well, see, I got this Peacock, and they have the WWE there, and they have every like single pay-per-view there ever was. So I mean,
Hmm.
it's going to take a while to get through them all. Maybe I will someday. Who knows?
That's going to be quite a mission, Mike.
Yeah, that will be a challenge.
Oh my gosh. Do you like to watch any shows on Peacock besides wrestling? Any good shows?
Well, besides wrestling, see now, Young Rock is a show, but about the Dwayne Johnson, the Rock's life.
Hmm.
But that's wrestling
Well,
too.
I mean, I'd count that as a show, honestly, because
Yeah, I guess that is a show. Yeah,
I've been meaning to watch that show and I have not gotten to it yet. Is it on Peacock?
it's on Peacock and it's on NBC too, so you could probably watch it right off the network. And yeah, it's very interesting, and I think a lot of it is true, and it's really something there.
Yeah, I know, because I think The Rock is a producer or something on that show, so
Yeah,
he's helping create like his like childhood basically. Like we're basically watching his childhood, and I saw a clip on TikTok where it was The Rock. I think he was like a teenager, and then Roman Reigns as a child, and he comes up, puts The Rock in a headlock, and says, "Acknowledge me," like because that's like Roman Reigns' thing now. He's like the tribal chief and all of that.
yeah.
And I think there was a little bit of foreshadowing there because The Rock tells him that that's more of a match for WrestleMania. And
Right, yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah,
that be something? The Rock versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania. Wouldn't that be something?
yeah. That would be, that's a good show. It's a good show, and yeah, I enjoy watching that. Yeah.
Do you go on YouTube a lot, Mike?
Well, I have a YouTube channel. I used see before TikTok. That was my main place I would go, and I would see with with YouTube. The problem was is I would look at these videos, and sometimes, like with the Masked Singer, it would give away already before I had a chance to watch a Masked Singer who the celebrity was. But yeah, I used to watch YouTube all the time, but not as much now. But I will be.
I gotta say, you should subscribe to my YouTube, Mike, because I
Oh
post.
yeah, I definitely will. Let me know. I will definitely subscribe to that, and I'll actually put on notifications for you,
Oh,
Isaac. So,
oh, God bless you. God bless you, Mike. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll send you the link after this. But my content is very very interesting. I like to keep it comedy. I'm a big comedy guy, so that's
yeah,
basically
yeah,
what my channel is all about. And I love memes too. I'm a big memer. Anyone who
yeah,
knows
yeah,
me knows I'm a big memer, and so I base my channel off memes sometimes. So you know, but I appreciate you for turning the bell on too, so you'll be notified whenever I upload. That's awesome. Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Well, that's so. You said that you do mainly sport shows, or
I do well on my YouTube, my regular YouTube channel. I like to make
yeah,
comedy videos,
right,
but as for like the podcasts, I have a show called A Bunch of Baloney with my friend Dawson. Shout out to Dawson.
okay, yeah, Dawson,
Uh, and we do that show, A Bunch of Baloney, and I've just now started doing regular podcasts with where I just talk to people, and you know, you're here the first episode, and hopefully many more to come, as long as I can
yeah,
get guests. You know what I mean? And
yeah. Well,
yeah,
yeah, that be good, good. Yeah, well, feel free to use my name. Put my name down, and yeah, if you want any guests, yeah, we should talk. What kind of guests you're looking for? Yeah, we could send some your way. But yeah, it seems like Isaac. Yeah, this is your first show. All I have to say here, Mike Carey here, and if this is your first show doing an interview podcast, you're on the right track.
oh
Yeah,
my goodness. Thank you so
it's
much for
just
that, Mike. That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, this is your first. Wow, I mean, you're definitely in the right business. You're definitely where you should be, Isaac. And yeah, I wish you the best. And this is good. This is a good first show here.
Thank you so much for that, Mike. That was beautiful. Oh my gosh. You're awesome, Mike. And I wish you nothing but the best too with your TikTok as well.
Yeah, yeah, we'll have to see. Where we want to take it. And it's funny, Isaac, because I was thinking about opening another channel, but I kind of want to keep everything together. But then I
Hmm.
felt like if I started another TikTok channel, that even would be even more flooded the algorithm.
Yeah, I kind of got that with my YouTube because at first, when I first started doing podcasts, we started a bunch of baloney and we filmed it on my regular channel instead of the podcast channel.
Right, right.
And I kind of just felt like unorganized when I did that, and that's why I think it'd be good to have multiple channels. Like I have the regular, I have the podcast, and I have the gaming channel, which I don't even use that much. But I think multiple channels help sometimes. It may seem like a
Yeah.
lot, but they help.
Yeah, I've been. Well, I was thinking, one for the craft beer, but I think I've not gotten any complaints, and sticking in the craft beer now and again. So
Hmm. Absolutely, yeah. I gotta say, for my buddy Dawson, can you say Mike Kara here? What's up, Dawson? And then I gotta say something funny after that. What's up, Dawson? Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. Um, what's up, Dawson? Stop being late. No, you know what? Forget that. Can you just say what's up, Dawson?
okay, all right, here we go here. Mike Carey here, and what's up, Dawson?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, Mike. You know,
Sure.
I was trying to come up with something funny for you to say after that, but my mind kind of went blank there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know how that could be trying to, find, the right thing and keeping it, fresh and original. I mean, sometimes things are kind of, we'll say, recycled or, like the way I always look at it. If, it works. And sometimes people will even request me saying, certain things, the same thing. And I'm happy to do it if they want to hear it again.
Absolutely. You know, maybe next time I gotta call you back for another episode. Maybe next time I'll have something funny for you to say about Dawson.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. That's,
I definitely want to get you back on the show, Mike, for another episode one of these days.
yeah. Yeah. That would be good. And yeah, hopefully we'll have, something, new. Like I said, I want to do, Disney, you know talk. I guess I've been watching it. It's pretty neat. See, I watch a lot of videos, and a lot of the stitches and a lot of the duets come from me, watching my following an FYP page, and that, and they come from all over the place.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, I've never actually been to Disney.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no.
I'm super lame for that, and
Oh, well.
I'll probably get roasted for that. But I'm definitely gonna go to Disney one of these days.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
I'll have to document that too. Like get some footage, some funny footage of it too.
Yeah, yeah, that's the way to do it is, yeah, to to try to film, yeah, your first experience. Like I said, I've been going, let's see, to Disney World for, let's see, 45 years.
Oh
Oh,
my
no.
goodness. Oh my goodness. See, you already know what Disney's all about.
Yeah, I got the
I'm still
gist of
over
it.
here wondering what the experience is all about.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard of PewDiePie?
it sounds familiar. I've heard, but I'm not too sure exactly what that's all about.
Okay. Have you heard of let's see. Have you ever heard of Markiplier?
Yeah, I have, and I think I've seen, yeah,
Okay.
you know.
I'm just testing your YouTube knowledge a little bit because you know that's just what I do. And PewDiePie is actually one of the well, he used to be the most subscribed YouTuber on YouTube until
Oh,
until
oh,
like
YouTube. Yeah, I think I might have seen him. Yeah.
yeah. If you look him up, you'll know. You'll see, you'll probably recognize him. But you know, he does funny. Well, he used to do funny videos. He's not really that funny anymore. Uh, I used to watch him a lot, but you know, when I catch myself watching videos, it's usually like just like meme videos, like comedy videos. But I want to know, Mike, here, what are your go-to videos to watch when you're just chilling, relaxing, you got some free time on your hands? What do you like to watch, video wise?
Well, I like to, I like the cat videos, the dog videos, the different animal videos, and I do like different performers. There's a guy that actually is a bass player. He dresses up with a panda head, and I don't think he's trying to hide his face. It's just something unique, and I always enjoy him. He does a lot of stitches, and then Brett Crow is another one that I enjoy. I like the music ones. It's I always like the kind of just the neat kind of funny humorous music
Hmm.
videos there.
I think animal videos are awesome. Like I'm a big cat person. I got a lot of cats at the
Yeah.
house.
Oh,
I
wow.
love watching funny cat videos. You know, and funny any kind of animal doing funny things like that. That's just
Yeah.
fun to watch. Do you have any
Yeah.
pets, Mike?
What?
Do you have any pets?
Currently, no. I mean, through my life, I've had three dogs and mice and fish and frogs and stuff.
Oh
But yeah,
wow.
no pets right now.
You had frogs?
Yeah, for some reason they sold them at the pet store, and
Holy crap!
some of them would actually swim with the fish, and others would just be in a tank themselves. And yeah, it's interesting.
Holy crap! That's awesome. What'd you name your frog? Kermit?
Maybe, yeah, I probably, yeah. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it could have been, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I had a question that I was going to ask you, but I forgot. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. Oh, so you're from Orlando, correct?
Yeah.
So does that mean you like all of the Florida sports teams?
I would say, I mean, I'm not, necessarily die hard, but yeah, I like them. I'll root for them.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm not, huge into sports, but yeah, I do, try to follow the teams somewhat. Yeah.
Hmm. I got you. Heck yeah, Mike. Um, how many TikToks per day do you usually make?
Well, that's my well. Usually about I'd like to keep it under 20.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes it can be as little as 12, 12 to 20. See, the whole thing was originally, this was what I was thinking, Isaac, is for me they were kind of fun. They were easy. Like I said, contrary to popular belief, I don't spend all day on TikTok, but I just have the ability to do one here, one there, and it adds up. And I thought that people could go and find a video, maybe watch one or two, and then come back another day. But I was unaware that the way this algorithm is working, that it floods. You do 20 a day, and these videos go viral. They're
Yeah,
everywhere. I found out
absolutely.
that pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think what be I think it'd be cool to see a Mike Kara like YouTube channel where you like I don't know, maybe do like vlogs or maybe just like sit down and like talk about something like a topic you like talking about. I would definitely subscribe to that, honestly.
Yeah, I have to look at. Like I said, I do have a channel, and yeah, I don't really do as much that, but
Hmm.
I film parades, and I do some my dad's VFW events, some things like that, and I post some of those on TikTok, clips of that too.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's a good idea, Isaac. Yeah, I'll have to see about doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I would definitely shout that out. I'd be like, go subscribe to Mike Kara, please.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, they still can, but yeah, I do different videos there, and yeah, well, we'll have to get on that. Yeah,
Absolutely. Well, Mike, I I still cannot believe I'm here with you right now. I'm grateful for you for being here and responding to me. You're an awesome guy. I can't say that enough. You are a awesome guy, and you know all I gotta say is Mike Kara here.
yeah, yeah. There seems to be a lot of Mike Kara's. There's the I don't know. Have you seen the real Mike Kara on TikTok? Which is not me, which is another guy, which is interesting. But the real Mike Kara, he does things, and like the one thing is, I'm not. If people want to take it a little further than me and take it a little different direction, and use different language that I would use. That's okay. I mean, I think that they're kind of funny, but yeah, there's a real Mike Kara out there. That's not me.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that there was another Mike
Yeah,
Kara
there's a
out
Mike.
there.
Yeah, the real. I don't think this guy's name is Mike Kara, but no, he's funny. If
Oh,
if they want to have fun with with me, that's all right.
oh, is it a like a fan page? Do you think?
Oh, I guess sort of, but he actually does pretty much, stitches like I stitch, but then he puts his own, he writes his own material and writes his own comedy. So
Hmm.
that part's original. So I guess it's okay.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Well, Mike, thank you so much for being here, and to everyone watching, thank you guys so much for watching. Uh, Mike, this was a great experience, and I think this is a great first episode as well. And what better than to kick it off with Mike Kara? And I hope to see you here in the future as well. Maybe we'll have to do it in person. I don't really have a studio right now. Well, this is the studio currently, but it's nowhere near you. Let's just say that. But
Okay.
maybe in the future we'll have to meet up and do a live podcast.
Right. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, if we could, yeah, do that.
Absolutely. I think the only way we can close this out is Mike Kara here.
Mike Cara here.
Oh
Oh yeah,
man.
I gotta just give me a minute here, Isaac, and I gotta do one here. Let's see.
Okay.
Here.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, here. Let me see. Okay. Mike Cara here, and that cat is saying, "What do you mean I'm not an alley cat? I'm standing right here in the alley here."
That's. I bet that's just a blast to do.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, that you could do these and think about them, and yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so I have one last request for this podcast.
Sure.
Do you think we could close it out with Mike Kara here, and we'll see you next time on the Isuck podcast.
Okay. All right, here. Mike Cara here, and we'll see you next time on the Isuck podcast.
Woo! Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Mike. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Thank you so much for doing that.
Sure.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.